Agago, Menashime. Maso. Yo, me hearing your fair, Awawa to Kemba Wonka, Manchewe, Niji, Nii Ayikoi Otoo, Tibiono, Inyon, Imanchewe. Beshanene Kewo Chanye, Bleu, Yefe, Ake, Sani Wuluko. Egbe wono ni bia ne kusun ni henya ni esani afi ni jumo ajumo shane ne ke wo chenye fe ye bia ne je ifon shi henya ake ni be ishe wakesa ki kome ba nge ba no kuni Ghana mamu fe beje ga kupa no pe shi Ghana mamu fe ba nu shishi kuni ke no yeli ko huye kuni mo fe mo ayino kuni kusueni abachwe kuni eya pepepe akeni ibala ake woyonyemme kumehu nije manse keme kumehu ni taflacheje gamane ameje hiwo obayi blofofiu kuni wokefutu kuni mofemo anushishi. God bless you. Colleagues in the media, friends from all over, good people of Ghana, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon at the forecourt of the Palace of the Ga Manye and President of the Ga Traditional Council, Nii Ayikoi Otoo II. We speak here this afternoon and welcome you under his authority, and you all do know the big task ahead of us here in the Ga State. As we build up to the final funeral rites of our beloved Queen Mother of the Ga State, Nii Ayikoi Otoo III, it is important that we lay a few things in terms of communication and of course say a few things finally and give it finality so that everyone who is at the receiving end of this information will understand and also comply in accordance with our norms and our values as a people. So this afternoon, I wouldn't want to waste too much of the time. I'd like to immediately hand over to a member of the Central Planning Committee of this final funeral rite for our beloved Queen Mother to address all of us and give us clarity on certain questions that are being asked. But I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the chairman of the Funeral Planning Committee for our late beloved Queen Mother, our chairperson, Nii Ayikoi Otoo, who is the same man. Shall we put our hands together for him? We are also ably supported by our Queen Mothers and also the chairman of the protocol subcommittee of the funeral of our late Queen Mother, Ambassador Parker Aluti. So at this time, respectfully, I'd like to hand over to a former Attorney General and a former ambassador to Canada, who also is president of the Gadangwe Council, and also serves, very importantly and for the purposes of this afternoon, as a member of the Central Planning Committee for the funeral of our beloved Ga Manye, Nii Ayikoi III. Shall we welcome Honorable Ayikoi Otoo.
Dear friend, we met here, I think, on Tuesday, and we gave you an outline of the program of activities. We impressed upon you that the funeral will come on as planned, and that you should ignore what we call distractions. What we are here, she concentrate. Okay, none of work out of here one thing. On your of this can work anything and but yesterday something dramatic happened. We heard on the news and the social media that the court has granted some form of injunction. We we then had not been served. We are not seeing a copy. But fortunately, those of you doing the netizens started posting it all over. So we had wind of it. We cited it. We read it. And we were satisfied that it had got nothing to do with what we are doing here. And the point is that you are dealing with so many people, and you don't know how people understand issues. The understanding for some of them is that yala cafe don, lawyer again yala fe don hey, whatever feel ten, yala don. In other words, the funeral is no longer coming on. You know, when you do this sort of thing, you discourage people. And you know, we've worked. We've had people coming to sign book of condolence. We've spent so much time, money, expense, traveling, going about, informing dignitaries, prominent chiefs, politicians to come and mourn with us. All these people are holding themselves in readiness to come, only for that bombshell to be released. So we have to go to court today to deal with the matter once and for all. And that is why I've been chosen to speak with you. We were in court this morning. We argued against the injunction that was granted. We asked that it be set aside. And at the end of the day, we had this other bit which we want to share with you. Upon reading the affidavit filed by the applicants and opposed to by the first defendant applicant, and upon hearing Nii Ayikoi Otoo Esquire, counsel for defendants applicants, I am of the view that the order of interim injunction granted on 25th October 2023 was made in error. The applicants failed to give the court the true state of affairs. In fairness to the parties, therefore, the order of interim injunction granted on 25th October 2023 is hereby set aside. Any party desirous of proceeding will come on notice to the other party for a proper evaluation of the evidence from both sides. Now, the importance of this is that the order that people are misinterpreting has been set aside. So there's no order anymore, anywhere, which anybody should even worry his head trying to interpret. What we have here is that the order has been set aside, and we have every right to proceed and do what we told you we were doing. So this is the position so far. On Saturday, we believe that those prominent chiefs who have been invited may come with their entourage. Some of them may want to display. So we are calling upon you to give them every coverage that matters. If you see them display, we are all one. It's just one country. And this is an opportunity for us to also showcase our history. I believe that when you see our Busha, you see some of the historical accounts that have been picked there, and you can take it from there. So we thank you so much for coming, and we believe that as partners in this endeavor, you would do your best to carry the news all over. In fact, yesterday, some of the information I was getting was coming from abroad. I was sitting here and I was getting information about orders that have been made in Ghana. So please, carry it. Let them also share. That's what they say. Share. You need to share and let people know that there is nothing, no impediment in our way for organizing this grand program and displaying the culture of the Ghana. We thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Can the media get the copies of? Okay.